but I'm happy to introduce myself, or us, Gael Uchovsky and myself. We work together and live together. We've been living together for quite a while. We're going to be celebrating 25 years.
Vabbè, dice che pensa che li conosciate già, che lavorano insieme e vivono insieme da circa 25 anni.
And we've made a few films together. Some of them were distributed in Italy, like Camminando, sull'acqua. Is that what it was called here? Yeah. And Yossi Jagger. And we were here in the Miss Milano with the bubble in 2007, I think. So those are the films that I think were exposed in Italy, right?
Yeah. Hanno fatto alcuni film insieme, tra cui forse quello più famoso Camminando sull'acqua, e hanno partecipato all'edizione del 2007 del Mix. Avete già visto qualche loro film? Sì, they know you.
Yeah, they know. Okay, so that's why I wasn't sure how much we should do here. And we're very happy to be back here. We were here with Yossi yesterday. I hope some of you got a chance to see it. And that was the film we made last year.
And what was the title?
Yossi, which was somewhat of a sequel to Yossi and Jagger that I hope some of you saw. We made a film called Yossi and Jagger in 2003. And then this is like its sequel, or 10 years later, the story of Yossi.
Ah, ok. Allora, hanno fatto questo film nel 2003. What's the title of the film?
Yossi and Jagger?
Yeah.
Is the original film. This is Yossi.
Ok. And adesso, so this one, or this year is the sequel, right?
It's Yossi, yeah.
E quello che hanno fatto what's the title of this one?
They know. It's Yossi and Yossi and Jagger. It's okay. They're probably, yeah, okay. And if okay, well, it's good that we have Italian. So, the purpose of this little meeting was, Gael will explain, okay? Gael, you explain.
Okay, so we have a new movie. It's called Cupcakes.
Do you have cupcakes in Italy? Cupcakes? Do you have that?
Cupcakes sono le tazze, diciamo, per i dolci, cioè cupcakes, cioè il cup è la tazza, che è il dolce.
It's very big in America, cupcakes.
For if you eat your sweet
cake
with a spoon.
You'll see it. It's little cakes. You'll see in the movie.
Okay.
Cupcakes is, you can show them a cupcake.
Yeah, I'll show you a cupcake. Okay, cupcakes, but okay.
Cupcake is like
it's a very American kind of thing.
You know what the muffin? You know what the muffin is?
Sono i dolci,
But
come i muffin.
But yeah, okay. So Gael, you continue.
Okay, so there's a new movie that we made. It's called Cupcakes. It's it only showed in Israel yet, and it hasn't started to show in festivals around the world. So we are not
cupcakes. This is cupcakes.
Okay.
Cupcakes. This is cupcakes. These are little cakes, okay? Okay.
So what's the name of it in Italian? Cupcakes?
I don't think they have. It's something that is very big in America and has moved to different places in the world, but probably not Italy, because you don't need cupcakes. You have very good other stuff. Why do you need cupcakes? Okay, this is cupcakes. It's a little.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Anyway, so we did this movie called Cupcakes, and it already was in theaters in Israel. It was quite successful, and it hasn't started to be in festivals around the world. So we are not allowed to show it.
But this is the first time?
No, we're not showing the whole film.
We're not showing it. We cannot show it outside of Israel.
So only the
So what we decided to do with Gianpaolo is that we will show you a little of the movie, not the whole movie.
Just to make us curious.
Yes, and this is not like it's a romantic comedy. It's a very light movie.
Okay. Allora, dunque, hanno fatto questo nuovo film nel 2013 e in realtà dunque, l'hanno presentato soltanto in Israele, però ed è stato un film di grande successo. Negli altri festival nel mondo non è ancora stato presentato, e qua vedremo soltanto delle clip, cioè dei piccoli, diciamo, shot del film, giusto per darci un'idea. Ed è una commedia romantica.
We're going to show you like 15 minutes of the beginning of the movie. The story of the movie is a story about 5 women who are neighbors, and they live in the same building.
Allora, è la storia di 5 donne, le loro vicine di casa, che vivono nello stesso edificio.
Okay, and they also have a gay neighbor who runs in the down.
No, I thought you were
okay. And okay, so the girls are like this. One is a blog writer. She writes a blog about life in Tel Aviv.
Allora, dunque sono 5 donne e hanno questo vicino gay. Una fa la scrittrice di blog.
The second is a woman who becomes a lawyer, and she used to be a beauty queen of Israel.
Miss Israele, yes.
Miss Israele.
Wow. Allora, una è stata una Miss Bellezza in Israele e adesso è un avvocato.
Okay. The third one is a lesbian singer, alternative, very unsuccessful.
No, she's beautiful.
But she's beautiful. But she's very, very, very beautiful.
La terza è una lesbica, è molto carina, però poverina sembra non avere molto successo.
È tipico.
È tipico, esatto.
Okay. The fourth one is
It's a politician.
A politician. The fourth one is a very no. She's the assistant of a minister, of the minister of culture of Israel, and she lives with her father.
We'll tell you later. We have a crazy minister of culture, completely crazy, really. So we'll tell you
She works
later.
in the Ministry of
No, she's the assistant of the minister.
Yeah.
There is a woman minister,
Okay.
and she's the assistant of the woman minister, and she lives with her father.
Ok, allora la quarta invece è l'assistente del ministro della cultura in Israele, vive con il padre.
Now, I'm explaining it all in details because the subtitles are in English.
In English,
So it's not in Italian, so to help you understand what's happening. Okay, and the last one, the fifth woman, she's called Anat, and she has this bakery called Anat Ofa, which in Hebrew means Anat the baker, and she has a husband and 2 kids. And she's the oldest.
She's the big mama of the building, like, you know. She's the.
E la quinta persona, la quinta donna, è sposata, ha 2 bambini e ha una pasticceria.
Pasticceria, yeah. Anat pasticceria. Yeah.
Okay, now the gay neighbor, he lives downstairs and he has a kindergarten. You know the kindergarten?
Yeah.
So he's like a.
He manages the kindergarten by
He's
himself.
the kindergarten,
teacher.
yes. He's the teacher
Ah, wow.
of the kindergarten. And every year, all the neighbors in the building, they get together to see together the Eurovision.
Eurovision Song Contest. You know?
Eurovision Song Contest.
You know the Eurovision Song
You know the
Contest?
Eurovision?
Gigliola Cinquetti? Yeah.
The song, you know, what is it called, the Eurovision in Italy?
Eurovision.
Eurovisione.
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 So every year they all get together to watch Eurovisione because it's a very big thing in Israel.
Yeah, used to be.
But it's something that you see in TV? Or?
TV, yeah.
Eurovisione is when you have songs from.
No, they know Eurovisione, no?
You know?
Yeah.
Or only, what was that one that
What's the name of
Eurovision.
Eurovision,
Sì.
okay.
È un congresso europeo.
Eurofest.
Yeah, he won. Italy won a few times. Yeah. Okay, so you know what? Let's one o'clock open
Okay. So now we're going to show you
the opening 15 minutes.
The opening 15 minutes of the movie. Let's see if you like it.
Okay. What is interesting is when I started working on this film, our distributors in France and around the world were kind of surprised by my need to make such a film, because they're used to my films or our films being more political, more serious, heavy, you know. So yeah.
Sì, allora i distributori soliti che appunto hanno distribuito il loro film sono rimasti un po' sorpresi del fatto che hanno fatto questo film un po' soft, questa commedia romantica rispetto a quei film precedenti che avevano una sfaccettatura un po' più politica, un po' più seriosa.
So when they were raising the money from different television channels, you know, Alte and Canal Plus and stuff like that, they were saying it's a new, like, Eytan Fox film. So the people were asking for, you know, a statement from the director. Why are you making this film? What is this film?
E infatti, essendo completamente diverso, diciamo, rispetto a quelli precedenti, qualcuno, cioè molte persone gli hanno chiesto come mai, cioè qual è la novità appunto di un film di questo genere, cioè come mai questo nuovo film?
What is political about it? What is social about it? You know? Because that's what they expected of a film of mine.
Che cosa c'è di politico, di sociale in questo film?
So in the beginning I thought, okay, I could bullshit something, you know, like write everything is political, you know, something.
Dice che poteva comunque, cioè, dire la cosa che comunque qualsiasi cosa è politica e finirla così. Invece?
Yeah, but I realized, you know, but I realized I didn't want it, you know, to bullshit. Because that's, you know, I wanted to write something which was genuine, which was real.
Dice che ha preferito produrre qualcosa che fosse più genuino, che fosse una cosa spontanea.
And I realized that I was making this film from a very true place. First of all, I love feel-good movies and romantic comedies, and I love Eurovision music, and I grew up on Eurovision music. But more than that, this was a film that kind of very nostalgic and that is missing what the world used to be, what the world in Israel used to be, but the world in general.
Sì, dice che è un film un po' più personale, in cui appunto c'è questa la loro nostalgia di quello che è il mondo, un po' la società, o quello che forse era la società in Israele qualche tempo fa, e quindi è una cosa più personale.
Yeah. So, and I started writing in this paper my connection to the Eurovision Song Contest.
E quindi c'è proprio questa connessione con questa Eurovision, con il contesto Eurovision, quindi con le canzoni dell'Eurovisione.
And this competition was important in my life. Yeah.
E appunto questa gara dei vari paesi che si vedevano in Eurovision per loro era una cosa simpatica, carina e importante
Now you know this is considered the gay Olympics universal. I don't know if Eurovision, we called it universal. I don't know if Italy, but Germany, France, Israel, England, this is considered the big event for gay communities, cultural event.
Che è considerato infatti un grande evento nella comunità gay.
Now it used to be a very good competition with very good songs. You know, Abba came out of there, and Celine Dion, and Cliff Richard, and all these, and they were wonderful songs.
E dice che appunto era, now also
no, it used to be.
Che era appunto una
Cinquetti, Italian music, yeah, a lot of good Italian music, yeah. Years ago, yes, okay.
Esatto, era una gara che insomma era quotata, dove c'erano persone, cioè cantanti come Celine Dion, Cliff Richard, Cinquetti,
Abba. Yeah. Today it's a joke. Today it's a circus.
Adesso
it's really a joke. Yeah.
Non è più così.
Yeah. But it used to be a place. Now, what I can tell you, maybe Gael wants to share his experiences with Eurovision, because what we did is through that nostalgic kind of trying to remember our childhood, the way the world, and even the world of music, of pop songs, was in the 70s. It was all, so we kind of told the story of this group.
Si dice anche magari vuol dire qualche cosa anche Gael.
Also, I think we wanted to put together all the elements that are gay, but that are very nice and embracing to people, that people can really feel good with.
Dice che appunto hanno cercato di riassumere degli elementi, diciamo, del mondo gay, però comunque che dentro il quale si possono comunque infilare, introdurre tutti, che abbraccia un po' tutti.
I think last year they showed here in the festival Eytan's the thing he did like 2 years ago, which is called Mary Lou.
Mary Lou.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Yeah. They saw it last year.
L'anno scorso. Last year.
So in Mary Lou, which was
a musical.
Mary Lou, which was a musical, but it was based on the song of of this one Israeli big pop star of the 70s.
Dice appunto questo film dell'anno scorso era un musical molto lungo sembra, basato su una pop star israeliana degli anni 70.
And it was about the boy trying to find his mother and becoming a drag queen. So the whole thing, although it was very happy pop songs, the story was a little dark.
Anche se appunto era in un contesto di musica, pop, eccetera, però c'era un aspetto un po' dark. What do you mean by dark aspect?
Dark is like a little more, not very happy, a little more complicated. And now, the big thing with Eurovision in Israel is that in 1998, which is like 15 years ago, Israel decided to send, there is always, in Israel sometimes there is a committee that chooses the song. And they decided, we decided, I was part of the committee, we decided to send Dana International. A woman called
Dana International.
Ah, ok.
To represent Israel in the Eurovision Song Contest.
Ah, ok. Allora, nel 1998, appunto, visto che ritorniamo a questa cosa dell'Eurovision, che ha fatto parte appunto della loro infanzia, hanno deciso di mandare Dana come rappresentante di Israele a questa
Now, Dana is a transsexual.
Che è un transessuale.
Now, before Israel met Dana, if you would ask somebody in Israel what to think about transsexuals, they would say, oh my God, it's terrible, it's disgusting, it's a disease. But then they met Dana, and she was really nice, and she was a good singer, and she was a very friendly figure, and then she went to Eurovision and she won. It was the last time Israel won Eurovision, it was 1998.
Ok, dunque questo transessuale, questa Dana appunto è riuscita a partecipare nel 1998 a questa Eurovision Contest e inizialmente c'era un po' di una sorta di atmosfera di dubbio nei confronti di questa figura, un transessuale, quindi Dio, e invece è una persona molto gradevole che ha anche vinto queste Olimpiadi, quindi ha avuto un grande successo.
And so, for Israel, the fact that Eurovision was won by a transsexual was a big thing. Also, but because on one hand she was a transsexual, on the other hand she was the winner of the Eurovision. So the president kissed her, and they took her to the Knesset, to the parliament, and everybody was shaking her hand. Now Israel, it's like taking a transsexual to the Vatican in Italy. It's crazy.
Sì, che sembrava appunto una cosa proprio fuori dal coro, quello che fosse un vincitore o una vincitrice per questo Dana, che è appunto un transessuale che poi ha incontrato personaggi importanti e quindi insomma ha rotto un po' uno schema, diciamo.
And since then she became a big symbol in Israel for gay rights, for all the new changes in
right
Israel.
now. She's also right now.
Yeah, she's still performing, and she's still very popular. Okay. And in Mary Lou, there is a scene that we want to show you now, where the boy who is the lead role in the movie, in the story, who is looking for his mother, who disappeared. He goes to Tel Aviv and he meets these drag queens. And the first night that they put him on stage, he does an impersonation of Dana.
Ah, ok.
And I want to show you now this very nice clip of...
Allora, in questo film dell'anno scorso, che si intitola appunto Marilu, c'è che è la storia di questo ragazzo che cerca la mamma e che è scomparsa e che incontra appunto frequenta diciamo questo gruppo di drag queen che lo mettono sul palcoscenico e fa una personificazione appunto di Dana, quindi questo personaggio che è ancora molto popolare in Israele. Vediamo adesso un pezzo.
זה הטרנינג פוינט ענק בקהילה.
אז בוא תעשה את זה.
לא, אני רוצה לחפש את זה.
Okay. And now the thing is that when Dana International won the Eurovision, it was a huge thing for Israel, for the gay community. Because on the night that she won, it was like, Israelis are very crazy about winning everything. Basketball, football, wars, Eurovision. usually we don't win anything. But
that year was particularly...
Yeah, but that year, it was like a big thing, and so it was like, and it was very, very tight with between Malta and Israel, Malta and Israel. When Israel won at the last moment, the Eurovision, and then what happened that everybody in Tel Aviv, all the gay community, went out of the house to the city square of Israel to dance.
Sì, si dice che appunto siccome ha vinto nel 1998 Israele con questo personaggio, è stato un evento molto importante nella comunità gay che ha portato appunto dopo la vittoria a uscire di casa e a radunarsi appunto nelle piazze per ballare.
Now this was a Saturday, and a few hours before the Eurovision, there was the big championship game of football of the big league of Israel, the football league. And the group that won, the football team that won the championship of Israel was a football team called Beitar Yerushalayim, which is the team from Jerusalem, which is the ugliest team of Israel. They are right wing, they hate Arabs.
So these two things were in contrast.
The two things happen at the same time, and they have the audience that curses and that says things against gays and against Arabs and against everybody and against blacks. And in this night in Tel Aviv, they also came with flags to celebrate in the city square. And the gay community came with the city square, and everybody was together with the flags, and it was the only night ever of like Unissimo, the gays and the football fans, and everybody together, happy, singing and dancing together.
Dice che lo stesso giorno ha vinto appunto questo campionato di calcio questa squadra israeliana che è molto diversa, diciamo, da quella che può essere la comunità gay, quindi non so, sono di destra, sono molto omofobici, sono razzisti e cose di questo genere. Quindi che cosa è successo? Che per una sera però, per motivi completamente diversi, sono ritrovati a festeggiare insieme parti completamente diverse che si sono ritrovati insomma comunque a dividere un momento di gioia.
Okay, so we'll see. But so until they will find it, maybe you will tell us who you are and what you want us to tell you.
Se poi dopo volete fare appunto delle domande, dire qualcosa, commentare.
Because we are like a very small and intimate crowd, everybody can introduce themselves.
Sì, poi vediamo, we will see later after the second clip.
No, before the clip, because they're
before.
waiting for their
Se volete dire qualcosa...
It's gonna be a second guy.
לא משנה, בינתיים לא נתחיל להציג את עצמם.
prima.
Something about the movie of yesterday.
Yes.
There was a scene when Yossi met the family of Jagger.
Yes.
Jagger parents. Okay. And so I think it's similar to Brokeback Mountain when the guy went to meet
to the room.
Yeah, I think, but the role are is changed. I mean, the father in the Brokeback Mountain.
It's the other way.
Yeah. But do they? When did you make the film? Did you think about the Brokeback Mountain?
Of course. Well, Eytan, when he did it, we saw at the time when Brokeback Mountain came, we saw it, of course. We loved it. We think it's a beautiful movie.
And when did you invert the role, mother, father? There was a reason or not?
I think when Eytan wrote the script, he felt that the mother would be because did you see Yossi Jagger the original?
Yeah.
So in Yossi Jagger the original, there was this big scene where the mother talks to the girlfriend, to the so-called girlfriend, and treats her like she was, and really wants to make a feeling that the boy had a girlfriend, that Jagger had a girlfriend before he died. And so we figured that within the years, it would be easier on the father to accept the fact that his son was who he was, and the mother is still like in this cloud of herself that she thinks that her son had this girl,
You want to translate or it's too long already?
No, stiamo parlando del film che ha visto ieri, un vostro film of yours, e dice che ci sono delle similitudini con un altro film, Brokeback Mountain, parlano di ruoli.
No, it's better to speak in Italian, to translate in Italian, because she doesn't understand English.
Ok, quindi magari facciamo le domande appunto in italiano, così poi io...
We can talk to
I'll tell you, I'll do something very short. I'll add to Gael, very short. In Yossi Jagger, which we made before Brokeback, Yossi Jagger was made before Brokeback Mountain. Yossi was made after Brokeback Mountain. So yeah, so translate that.
Il loro film è stato fatto prima di Brokeback Mountain.
Okay, and as Gael said, you know, the mother in Yossi Jagger found it very difficult to deal with the possibility that her son was gay. We saw that in the first film.
E nel loro film appunto la madre, il ruolo della madre è piuttosto difficile perché accetta molto volentieri il figlio gay.
So it seemed obvious that in the film it would be more difficult for the mother than the father. And I was very happy to break that cliche. You know, there's the cliche that the father cannot handle the fact that his son is gay, and the mother is, I love you, you're my son, it doesn't matter if you're... And I was happy to change that. And what?
Dice che appunto di solito è il contrario, quindi di solito è la figura paterna che fa fatica ad accettare il figlio gay, invece la madre è sempre molto più compiacente, più accogliente. E quindi dice che è stato contento appunto di rompere questo cliché, quindi di presentare una figura femminile tra virgolette negativa.
So let's see this clip. I don't know if you understood how much this was significant in the life of the gay community in Israel.
The clip that we are
What Gael was explaining about Eurovision and Dana.
Yes.
It seems like stupid, but it was so important for the community in Israel. You don't understand.
Sì, dice che appunto insiste appunto su questo Eurovision che onestamente io non sapevo neanche cosa fosse, lo dico proprio onestamente, cioè nel senso non ho mai seguito.
You should imagine a transsexual going to the Vatican in the center. All Rome is coming to dance with her. The Pope is saying hello from there. That was what we were experiencing. It was crazy.
Sì, quindi appunto è stata un'esperienza molto significativa proprio come tipo di impostazione culturale da loro, ed è stato questo 1998 in cui ha vinto questa Dana, comunque molto significativo perché appunto è stato un personaggio talmente trascinante che addirittura è stato appunto salutato favorevolmente da masse di persone, tra cui anche il Papa.
So now let's see the clip from Mary Lou, which is the main character doing Dana International.